I have been looking at all, let's say, legal AI vendors, specifically in personal injury space. Have also built workflows myself with make.com, connecting directly, let's say, to the APIs of these platforms. And what I realized is that also the output in some of them was sometimes marginally better, sometimes actually worse than using the app. It didn't justify the cost, right? It didn't justify paying $300 for a case unless it's like a very high stakes litigation case. Okay, I understand, right? But let's say like 80% of routine personal injury cases. It didn't justify the cost of paying $300 per case with an annual subscription where you can do the same thing, maybe spend 5-10 minutes more, but then you're just paying $20 per month per user for your Google Workspace subscription already, right? What ultimately happens is that with a lot of these tools, human verification is still needed. Whatever legal AI vendor tells that their product is hallucination free is that's complete BS, right? It's based on AI, so ultimately just like AI itself, generative AI, its architecture is ultimately somewhat creative, right? It's duplicated patterns and it's not deterministic, meaning that you cannot get 100% accuracy. And so would you rather, let's say, pay $20 per user tool and do manual review, or pay $300 per case and still do manual review? The what I would also say is an issue I would say with some of these tools that are like some very specific or let's say integrated directly into the workflow that still need manual verification is that instead of giving your team and investing in your team and giving them a meta skill that they can use not only for that particular narrow task, let's say medical record summarization, but they can go and ask it to explain a concept to a client. They can go and ask it to, I don't know, create an image for a marketing campaign. They can go and learn a new concept by themselves, right, with a tool. Instead of investing in your team, right, and giving them meta skill, which will serve for their career, you're paying this provider and providing maybe like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 sits to the lucky ones in the organization who get to work with it. So I would say there is use in those tools, but again, enterprise level, right? Or if you, let's say you said, okay, like I run a 20-person firm, I don't want to grow anymore, I just want to make it more efficient. Okay, maybe makes sense as well, right? But if you're trying to grow, keep it simple, make sure you actually adopt technologies that drive real value, tangible value as soon as possible and require minimal maintenance, right? Because what we also need to understand is even if you hire an engineer to build a more complex system like this, it also needs maintenance, right? So I think practicality is probably the most desirable skill that I would have, let's say, law firm owners to have when it comes to all of this.